Chondroitin is the perfect foundational building block, and this is the one you want to take. It's the most affordable way to get these very expensive ingredients. We have four choices for you. In fact, we have a 60, a 120, a 240. We also have a 480 size. So if you really need to restock this, you can go with the largest size. This is another big customer pick on hsn.com, and it's one that you will notice a difference when you take it. It is a feel the difference, notice the difference product for sure. And the best part about it is that you are getting extra savings for this visit. It's Andrew's big New Year's visit, so take advantage of that. This is a monthly special, so that is good just for the month of January. So all throughout the month, it's almost like another Today Special. Frankly, you're saving $114. Wow. You're saving way more than you're spending on the largest one if you can swing that one. Same here. If you do the 240, 54, you're saving 64. So really nice extra savings on your glucosamine chondroitin product for you today. So many great health benefits to this. If you have joint issues, most of us do. The older we get, the more our joints let us know if they're not happy. And when they're not happy, they make us miserable. And it could be your back, it could be your neck, it could be your fingers, your elbows, your shoulders, it could be your hips, it could be your knees, right? Think of all the joints, up and down your toes. Think of all the joints in our body. This feeds our joints. This has ingredients that is going to help to boost the health of our joints by giving those joints the ingredients that they need. It's really a remarkable product. It makes such a huge difference. I've been taking this for how many years? I mean, I think you had this from the very beginning. I've been taking this.
You've been taking it for 22 years.
22 years. And I absolutely cannot not take it. I will take this forever. I go to chiropractor monthly because I have back issues. I injured my back when I was very young. And so I've always had to do extra special things to take extra special care of my back. And this is an essential for me. And I think for a lot of people, as you realize when you start taking it, what a difference it makes, you don't want to be without it. And this is like a today, look at the savings here.
Oh, it is today's special.
It's like a Today Special.
It is a Today Special pricing. What happened
like
was this was going to be the Today Special, the other Today Special.
Okay.
But because our forms of this material is so unique and so hard to produce, we weren't going to have an adequate supply to do a Today Special. It would have sold out in one airing. So instead, we made it a monthly special because that will be a lower volume. But because that was my fault, bad planning, because that was my fault, we're still offering the Today Special pricing. But I wanted to show quickly.
It says there's only 2,000 left. Can we get more of this before the end of the month?
I'm hoping we can. That's something, that's again something I'll have to do before I go to the gym between shows.
Oopsie.
But I just want to show quickly, differentiating from standard products. Standard products are glucosamine hydrochloride, which is not as active, not as beneficial. Hydrochloric acid, HCl, is highly acidic. And again, ours is an ultrafine powder in a capsule, disperses rapidly so it won't upset your stomach. It goes to work quickly. It delivers benefits. But I was going to read some charts quickly before we run along because the clock is going quickly. From the Journal of Family Practice, a combination of glucosamine and chondroitin should be considered viable first-line joint support nutrients. This is a journal for doctors, so they're speaking to doctors. Be sure to tell patients to purchase glucosamine sulfate, not glucosamine hydrochloride. Why is that sentence important? Because most products on the market are glucosamine hydrochloride.
Why?
It's cheaper.
Just plain and simple.
So they figure consumers don't know the difference, and it's cheaper. For American Family Physician, unlike many supplements that reach the market completely untested in clinical trials, glucosamine has been the subject of considerable research. Glucosamine is available in multiple forms. The most common are glucosamine, hydrochloride, and sulfate. And as the prior journal article said, it's the sulfate form we should choose. From current concepts, glucosamine sulfate is one of the most studied dietary supplements available today. In the last 30 years, many trials have been conducted and published on the effects of glucosamine on the signs and symptoms of normal age-related changes in joint comfort and function. The hydrochloride salt of glucosamine is a common glucosamine product, yet it has received relatively little attention from researchers, and the attention it's received has not been positive. From American Journal of Natural Medicine, detailed studies conducted by the World Health Organization have shown that the sulfur is an extremely important component in the therapeutic effect of glucosamine sulfate. That's why you want the sulfate form. And that's why the typical form out in the marketplace is not the right form. Textbook of Natural Medicine, research has shown that sulfur is an extremely important component of glucosamine sulfate, and its substitution is likely to decrease the efficacy of supplemental glucosamine. Last one from the Cleveland Clinic Journal of Medicine. Most clinical trials of glucosamine supplementation have used glucosamine sulfate because it is well absorbed from the gastrointestinal tract. However, many of the products sold in the U.S. contain glucosamine hydrochloride, a compound about which there is considerably less information. Results with glucosamine sulfate may not apply to glucosamine hydrochloride. Absolutely, they don't apply.
Okay, one quick thing before we go here. Large one outselling the others 4-to-1. We are down to a few more than 1,000 total. I hope they can add more. I don't know at this point, but I do know that if you call us or log on right now, you can get yours. We have a few hundred now in each size left. This is a monthly special. It's a huge savings on ingredients that are normally rather expensive, aren't they?
Extremely expensive.
Yeah.
Again, this is yet another ingredient that when I introduced this product, and you have to go back a ways. I introduced this product, one of my original formulas back in 1979 was a glucosamine chondroitin product.
Right.
The amount you paid then per milligram of glucosamine and chondroitin was substantially higher than the amount we pay today. Now, when we think about products like my omega-3s, my CoQ10, acetyl L-carnitine, this product, there are so many examples of products that not even usually they say in today's dollars it's less expensive. No, in straight dollars and cents, it's less expensive per milligram to get glucosamine today than it was back then. So it's a great opportunity with so many of my products that as we've gone, as the passage of time has only made them more affordable.
All right, well, one of the big favorites, one of Andrew's all-time best-selling products, top reorder product, and huge customer pick on hsn.com, easy for me to say, is his coenzyme Q10. And we have that also at a special New Year's price for everybody today. We'll walk you through what the choices are. If you already take CoQ, this is a perfect time to stock up. We only do it as a Today's Special once a year. It won't be a Today's Special till later in the year, but this is the next best value. A 30, a 60, a 120, a 240. Here is the regular HSN pricing, and here's the price today and the savings. Wow, $50 off if you do the 240 size, $25 off if you do the 120 size, $12 or $7 off are your choices here. And this is the CoQ10 200, essential for energy, your well-being, optimizes that feeling of well-being, energy, get up and go. It's a notice the difference product when you take it. And frankly, when you read the little ingredient deck, it reads almost like a mini multivitamin.
Exactly.
When you see all the support vitamins, and that's by design, because Andrew understands that if in order for a vitamin to really work for us, it needs to have the supporting characters, right?
No, you look at someone's role. If someone has an important role in life.
Let's say you're the quarterback.
They're not, there's another 10 players on that field.
That's right.
And that quarterback, I don't care how good they are, unless those other 10 players are up to that same level or close, that quarterback's not going to be able to excel. So CoQ10 is so important. It's so central to all energy production. It's either naive or just not intelligent to deliver it in a fashion that doesn't provide all the other tools it requires to do its job. Because if you read the science, any supplement manufacturer knows that things like B12 and the other B complex are not being adequately delivered in our diet and not being adequately delivered by most supplements. In fact, our B12, you get a separate B12 in this product, essentially. And you get the most sophisticated separate B12 in the world, our naturally protected coenzyme form methyl B12. So it's not cyanocobalamin, which liberates trace amounts of cyanide when you use it, but methylcobalamin, something that we worked long and hard to develop. So this is a product that stands out from all the other CoQ10 available anywhere in the world. I think I've been doing CoQ10 longer than anyone else in America because my first CoQ10 product was offered in 1984. Wow. 35 years ago, probably 20 years before really anyone was paying much attention to CoQ10 at all. And again, it's central to all energy production. It's not a stimulant, it's not a drug, but every single cell in our body is responsible for its own energy production. It can't rely on its neighbor. It doesn't get energy sent to it. It gets the tools. What do they say? Don't give a man a fish, teach a man to fish. Right. Well, that's our body. You're responsible. You get the oxygen you need, you get the nutrients you need, but you still have to make all your own energy. Every one of the trillions of cells in our body is responsible for all their own energy. And that responsibility that goes across trillions of cells, that's our experience in terms of energy. That collective experience, that's what we experience. And as we get older, CoQ10 becomes more scarce. Other key nutrients become more scarce. As CoQ10 becomes more scarce, the impact isn't just the fact that all our cells might struggle to produce energy because of its central role in energy production, electron transport. But all of our key organs rely on energy as its central sort of defining characteristic in their optimal functioning. So our organs will struggle to function optimally if they don't have adequate levels of CoQ10. And the most important thing to realize is most things we do in life, most of the drugs we take today lower our CoQ10 levels and do it substantially and significantly, like statin drugs, like antidepressants, things like that have a huge impact on the CoQ10 synthesis and therefore on our ability to produce energy and therefore our ability to live a quality, energetic life.
Yeah. And when you take it, you will love it. Go read the reviews. You literally feel better. You feel the difference when you take it. The value speaks for itself. I hope you're able to get yours. I know we have to wrap it up because this is a little variety show right now, so we're trying to get to several of our favorite products before we talk a little bit more in depth about our Today Specials, because there are 2 Today Specials. Frankly, the Today Specials we could have talked about for an hour each because there's so much great information, but I know you love to keep a real nice assortment and variety so that you can see something that's going to help you.
These are our key products and it's always important to talk about them.
Yep.
And I forget that I'm here generally every 3 months. So when I go away, there's no one talking about these key products. Right. So it's very important that we emphasize the most important products. And that's why we do the little variety shows too, to get all the others as well.
All right, so we're gonna scoot, we're gonna keep going.
Right.
By the way, if you're ordering, I appreciate so much if you're using hsn.com, or we've had people waiting since we started our show.
Yes.
So it's been a little busy. We apologize for the hold. If you do need to speak with a representative, just please be patient with us. We would love to get you started on your favorite products. If you're new, I'll have Rick check. I know last hour, I think we had at least 500 brand new customers join us. So if you are a new customer, we're so glad you found us. We're glad you're trying Andrew Lessman products for the first time.
And by the way, I just wanted to say, we're not going anywhere. We're not leaving HSN, but I just thought I'd let everyone know if someone happens to be a QVC.com shopper, for the first time, all the products we're talking about here will also be available. You could shop for them at QVC.com.
That's great.
But we're not going there. We're staying here. Don't worry.
You and I both. I worked for CVM, which became QVC.
QVC, yeah,
that was in 1989.
Right.
And then what year did you go to QVC?
I was there in January of 1991.
91.
So 90 or 91?
So
91.
I was on QVC. At the same time, in 1991, I worked with Jane Tracy. I'll never forget this.
So did I. Janie
Tracy, she's so sweet.
Yes.
And I was a rep for Nordic Track, me, in the leotard doing the Nordic Track thing on QVC. Yeah, thank goodness that there was no such thing as like Facebook, YouTube. Those tapes are destroyed.
What I want to take this picture.
Oh, there's you! Oh, that's fabulous.
That picture's from 40 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
30 years ago, sorry.
You don't really look that different.
No, it's a picture from 30 years ago. Because they have that 10-year challenge on Instagram or something like that.
It's that same wig. It really is holding up.
It's the same wig. I'm wearing the same wig, exactly. But that's from 30 years ago, because that was a brochure that we had done in preparation for my being at QVC back in 1990.
How about that?
90.
Amazing.
We're all getting older.
So it's all, one big fun circle.
Family.
You know what's interesting is that those of us who work in this industry, we're friends. We know each other. It's fun because I know people at all the different shopping networks. We kind of all have moved around a little bit. So it is nice that we get to be friends and not competitors, and it's all hopefully to benefit you. But we're going to continue.
But ultimately, that's, what the way I get to do Today Specials, and as my business has grown, that's why the price has gone down, because we are able to bring in all of the steps of production in-house. When we do a live remote from my factory, that's when you get to see all the investment we've made in equipment and solar power and things, which enables us, we have solar power, we don't get a power bill. So that enables us to make things more and more affordable as time goes by. Our Ultimate Isoploid, this is a product. It's about the same price as when I introduced it about 20 years ago. But what's amazing, it's the same price as it was 20 years ago. But at that time, it originally didn't contain lutein, it didn't contain zeaxanthin, it contained some botanicals that had low levels. And now we give high levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, and lutein and zeaxanthin are among the most expensive ingredients you'll find in any product, in any supplement product I make or anyone makes. So again, it's another example that the benefits continue to escalate with time, and the price only continues to either stay the same or go down.
There we go. I know we have only a moment to talk about this. We were gabbing about history.
But the reviews,
memory lane.
This is another product that you can see 1,800 total reviews, 1,400 are 5-star reviews. So if you looked at if you just looked at 4 and 5 star reviews, probably 90% of the reviews, it's almost a perfectly reviewed product. It supports your vision, promotes healthy vision long term, but what it really does, it delivers benefits in the near term too, in terms of night vision, in terms of dark to light and light to dark, that kind of accommodation, in terms of sharpness of vision. So a great opportunity for the most important of our 5 senses.
Here we go. You can do a 30, a 60, a 180, or a 360 size. They're all, of course, free shipping and handling. You have FlexPay available on the larger choices, and you can see the savings is excellent for our big New Year's special pricing. So whether you want to do the 1 a day or the large, if you take 1 a day, that's going to last for a year, or if you want to give it a nice try, even do a 30 just to try it, because within 30 days, you'll be able to see a difference, and that's the key here. If you read the reviews are remarkable. People say their eye doctors notice a difference when they get their eye exams. They're noticing a difference when it comes to things like night vision. I notice a difference with the way my eyes feel. My eyes are very sensitive. They get really itchy, and I found that when I take this, that just my eyes feel better. My eyes used to get really bloodshot, and I find that I used to have to always be putting eye drops in, especially when I'm working, and I don't use eye drops because you taught me not to use eye drops.
Those eye drops become habit forming, basically. They're vasoconstrictors. There's a new eye drop on the market that I'm going to look into that I'll talk about. But the typical ones that basically are vasoconstrictors, all they do is constrict the blood vessels in your eyes, and they become habit forming. Yeah. So there'll be like a rebound redness. But because you mentioned this, I just have to do this, and I'll do it quickly.
Okay.
Because I saw the first chart sitting on the counter, said doctor was amazed. He talked about that. I'd say of those reviews, a few hundred charts mentioned their doctors and their doctor's visits. Doctor was amazed. I've been using Ultimate Eye Support for many years and went to the eye doctor every 2 or 3 years for my checkup, and it was about the 7th year that the doctor told me that my eyesight kept getting better and better each time I saw him. I told him what I was taking, as he was amazed at my progress. Thank you, Andrew, for all the work you have done and are still doing for better health in all of us. And again, omega-3s are a critical component of eye health as well.
Absolutely.
Because our retina is the repository, the highest concentration repository of DHA, omega-3 in our body. Has improved my eyes tremendously. I shared this product with my parents, and they both got great reviews from their eye doctor. Yeah, show it to your doctor. He or she will be thrilled. For me, my eyes adjust better and faster to darkness and itch less. Dry eye, another issue people struggle with. The ingredients in this can help with that.
Yep.
Good for aging eyes. My eye doctor told me that vitamins are a good thing for aging eyes. I've been taking these for over a year now and will continue to take them in the hope of reducing any loss or blurring of my vision that goes with aging, from Joni in Florida.
There we go.
Encourage you to read the reviews again. They're compelling.
They are.
Exciting.
The average out of Perfect 5 is 4.6. So it's a wonderful, very much loved product. But we are going to continue along here because I think it's time to talk about our best value of the day. We have 2 today's specials today. We're going to talk about both in detail for you, but we'll talk about the turmeric first. And turmeric has become a favorite of so many of ours since Andrew launched this and started really talking about it on television. You do hear a lot about turmeric now. You hear a lot, people, it's kind of become a buzzword. I think the more something gets talked about, people research, and then people jump on the bandwagon. But the health benefits of taking turmeric far exceed even what we knew when we first started talking about this product, which is pretty exciting.
And it's funny, talking about turmeric briefly, and we'll talk about this more fully later.
Okay.
We were down to the last few hundred of the large size.
That's right.
But we're going to be able, we have some extra capsules that we always hold back because we never can predict perfectly the distribution and sizes. So this is really going in the large size. So we're down to the last few hundred of that.
Okay.
We'll be able to load in more quantity, but we will sell out for certain this evening. And it's just funny, after Ultimate Eye, it's appropriate to mention turmeric briefly, only because the latest research I've been reading, beyond all the research we know about our joints and the research we know about our digestive system, our liver, our brain, but great research now also in terms of looking at its protective benefits for our eyesight as well.
That's so great. So we'll talk about it a little bit more in detail coming up, but let's get started on our first of the 2 today's specials, which is circulation and vein support. This is one of Andrew's all-time best-selling products, top reorder product, and on top of that, it is a huge customer pick on hsn.com. We have the best value of the year, best value ever on this incredible product. You can do a 60, a 180, a 360, or a 720. Rick, our producer, has been sharing with me that the vast majority of people are ordering 720. Now, you know your budget. You do it, of course, works for you. If you can do the largest one, and it is on 5 Flex Pay, the larger one is, if you do the largest one, you are saving about as much as you're spending. This is seriously a buy one, get one free, because a 360, which is normally the largest size we offer, we don't offer a 720 except when it's the today's special. And the 360 sells for $129.90. So essentially, for the same exact amount, you're getting double the capsules. That's why we're all stocking up. And frankly, because it is a 2 capsule a day product, it's one that to get the real benefits, the maximum benefits of the ingredients, you take 2 capsules a day. All the better reason, if you can, to order the largest, order that 720 size. If you called earlier and ordered, you wanna come back and get another one, by all means do so. But if you have a second to read the reviews, this is a product that is life-changing. Not just something that's gonna provide great health, but you're actually going to notice a huge difference when you take this product. Your legs, your ankles, your calves, your feet. If you notice that they feel heavy at the end of the day, if you're dragging around, if your legs ache at the end of the day, if your feet hurt, if standing a lot is just hard, and if you are required to stand for your job, if you sit a lot for your job, sitting is terrible also for our lower extremities. So it's one way to provide the ingredients that our body needs to help with that healthy circulation. And in essence, what it's doing is it's making our veins, our capillaries, those small, delicate tissues, healthier, making them stronger and healthier. So healthier veins mean healthier circulation. It just makes sense. And that's why it works. And that's why people notice the difference. Because Andrew, explained to everybody, I loved when you talked about, you know, if your legs, if your ankles are swollen, if your calves are swollen, that is, you said that's like liquid seeping out of our veins, right?
Effectively, and it's very interesting, when we typically focus on circulation, we focus on our heart, and we focus on arteries. Arteries are the blood vessels that deliver the oxygenated blood, the blood that has oxygen and nutrients to the tissues that need it. We generally don't focus on the veins. The veins is where the stuff is just going back. But we have to focus on the veins when we talk about our legs, because it's the efficiency with which that blood gets back to our heart and vital organs and gets re-oxygenated, gets a new supply of nutrients, gets waste products removed. So it's the efficiency with which the blood gets cleared from our legs, and that means our veins. It's the efficiency with which those veins work that determines whether those tissues are going to swell. And just as Colleen said, if that blood is spending more time there, if the blood vessel walls are not as healthy and toned, then there's a likelihood that fluid, that plasma, will seep out. There'll be some diffusion of plasma. That is the swelling we experience. That is the reason why we want to elevate our legs. We want to take gravity out of the equation. Because unfortunately, when I'm standing like this, the only thing that's happening is gravity is exerting its force on the tissues in my legs, on the fluid in my legs. And the only way that fluid is getting back up is literally by getting pushed from behind. So my heart is pumping more blood down there to force it back in that circuit we call our circulatory system. It's forcing that blood back up. So it's fascinating that all our heart does is sort of exacerbate the problem by creating more pressure. The best way, as I said before, we want to have blood vessels that are toned so that blood moves through them without being enlarged, so that blood doesn't pause for a longer, and it might be just a millisecond of time, just a brief amount of time that allows it to seep out and cause the enlargement of tissues. If we're overweight, obese, if we take certain drugs, if we suffer from certain health conditions, it only serves to exacerbate the stress on those tissues in our bodies. And this is just a natural tool that tries to turn the clock back effectively, that tries to impart greater tone. And when you read the reviews, or even more compellingly, when you read the science, and I'll read some quotes in a moment from the science, that's where you get a sense of how special and how different this ingredient is. It's supported as much by the science as it is by the reviews. And the reviews are over the moon for this product. The science is just as clear and compelling. And what's great about the science focuses on a couple of key ingredients, butcher's broom extract and diosmin. The science generally doesn't focus on the two together. I don't believe there's studies that combine them both. We combine them both. So you not only get the best of each segment of studies, you could get them all combined in one product.
There we go. And it's your one day where you get the biggest value and the best savings. And the most important part is that you will feel better. So if you find that you don't have the energy to chase your grandchildren around or chase your children around at the end of the day, if by the end of the day, and you know, we all have these great intentions that we want to exercise more, we want to be more active, but if you just don't feel like it, if your legs are dragging around you, you don't have that energy, this is a product that's going to help you do it. And I think that's what happens. We start taking this, and then you feel like going to the gym. You feel like taking that walk. You feel like exercising because your legs feel good. So whether you're doing it to have more energy and get up and go in your legs, whether you're doing it to calm your legs at night, because a lot of people, you heard those reviews, people talk about cramping in their legs, in their calves, legs that have a hard time calming down at night. This will help you with that. There's so many wonderful benefits to taking this product, and that's why people love it. We always nicknamed it the nurse's product because nurses are required to be on their feet for those long shifts. And if you are a shift worker, if you work in a factory, if you work in a restaurant, if you're a teacher, if you are in retail, if you're an HSN show host, if you stand a lot, if your job requires you to stand for hours, this is an amazing product that makes a world of difference for us. And then on top of that, if you sit a lot, because we are so sedentary, and unfortunately, that is just not good for our circulation. It's not helping to keep our legs toned and our veins toned, and that's the beauty of this in a nutshell, and that's why people notice a difference. Because with toned veins, your legs look better.
Well, blood vessel tone, and then of course, there's all sorts of issues that things as we get older, we notice changes in the blood vessels in our legs. You know, you don't have to be a physician to observe the changes in the blood vessels in your legs. And this is not a drug or a medicine. We're not trying to treat any disease here. All we're trying to do is deliver ingredients that by improving the factors upon which veins and blood vessels are judged in terms of their efficiency, and I'll read some science here, and that's what these charts talk about, is if you look at what makes a vein a good vein versus a not so well functioning vein, that's exactly what these ingredients support and promote. So if we look here.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yes, yes.
So we focus on the legs, but I would assume it's helping our veins all over our body,
No,
right?
Muriel has often mentioned to me, Muriel and I love to hike. So we do lots of long hikes that can take us several hours. And what she would say, I don't wear rings, but what she would say, when she doesn't take her circulation vein support, she'll notice that her rings get really tight on her hands when we hike. So it affects the venous circulation relating to our veins throughout our body. We just happen to notice it in the most challenged circulation in our bodies, it's part of the human condition. The blood vessels in our legs are just challenged, as I was talking about before. We stand too much, we sit too much. In fact, standing a lot, as long as we're moving, is probably better than spending 6, 8, 10 hours sitting. I mean, I can sometimes spend 10 or 12 hours in front of my computer. Not a good thing. What I really try to do is make sure that I stand up every hour or two, walk around, make phone calls, because otherwise it's just not healthy for our circulation to spend. It's just not. In fact, there's all sorts of clinical studies and research that talks about you can judge some of our health risks just by how much time we spend sitting every single day. That's why we like to talk about spending time getting those steps, whether it's 10,000 steps, whatever we might try to get every single day.
Okay.
But just reading some science. And please forgive me if it sounds technical. I think it's easy to understand. Diosmin with hesperidin, which is the key ingredient in this. We also add butcher's broom and a number of other ingredients, which also has abundant research, produced a significant decrease in venous capacitance, venous distensibility, and venous emptying. Those are 3 measures upon which we measure the efficiency and the effectiveness of how our veins are working. So diosmin with hesperidin improves the way our veins function. In addition, these changes were accompanied by, and really as a result of those changes, a decrease in the ankle and calf circumference. So that's the
huge.
most important. That's what we all seek, because ankle and calf circumference is going up in all of us with time. As we age. Even if we don't gain weight, it's just a natural change that occurs with time. From International Angiology, a respected journal, the efficacy, we're talking of this ingredient, was clearly demonstrated with a rapid improvement of functional signs in the first months. And you'll see benefits with this in a matter of a couple of weeks, being maintained till the end of the study. The reduction of ankle and calf circumferences, again, a difference in the visible size, is probably linked to a decrease in plasma filtration through, that's exactly what you were asking before, Colleen, plasma filtration through capillary walls.
Got it.
This fact confirms the positive role of diosmin with hesperidin on tissue microcirculation. From the International Journal of Microcirculation, the use of diosmin with hesperidin has been shown to improve venous tone, the tone of our veins, microvascular permeability, lymphatic activity, and microcirculatory nutritive flow. Every one of us, all of us wants that because that will be a better experience to us in terms of the appearance and the function of the blood vessels in our legs, whether we notice we bruise more easily, whether we notice that our legs swell more readily, whether we notice that we have all sorts of different changes in the appearance of the blood vessels in our legs. Those are the sorts of measures when you talk about a clinical study and clinical research, those are the sorts of measures that you want to personally experience an improvement, because those will be an improvement in the things that you see and the things that you feel.
There you go. And you can see by our little clicker here, does that say how many? Oh my gosh, over 35, almost 36,000 today's specials have been spoken for today. If you have not made up your mind on what size to get or whether you're going to order, we'd love to encourage you to do it. This is the final show of the afternoon. There's only one more show coming up tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So this is a great time to get your orders in, get your new product for the new year. Do something great for yourself. Takes a second a day. You take a couple capsules a day, you go on your merry way, and you're going to notice a difference when you start taking this product, and it's going to give you better get up and go and energy because your legs feel better. You just feel like doing more. And if you find that, we all have these great intentions that we want to, play with our grandchildren and go to the theme parks and go do all of that stuff, but then you just don't feel like it. Your legs feel exhausted. After a long day of work, your legs are exhausted. This is your chance to help rejuvenate that feeling, get that feeling back so that you have the energy to do the things you want to do and live the life you want to live. Andrew is a very active guy. He has a very active lifestyle. Even Andrew takes this product because even there's benefits across the board, whether it's cramps, whether it's leg swelling, whether it's not being able to get your legs to feel calm at night when you're trying to go to sleep. There's so many incredible benefits for everybody. I know so many, I think of anything we sell, I think I know more people who work at HSN who take this than almost any of your other products. It's one of the most popular people I know.
When I think about when folks stop me to talk about the products that I make, this is the one that, healthy hair, skin, and nails certainly, but this is one of those products that people are absolutely astounded by the experience, and they tell me you gotta figure out a way to impart this better. And I'm not someone, I have never ever used a before and after picture in my life.
I know you haven't.
And we've had people send us before and after pictures that are compelling. but I feel like before and after pictures, it's one thing using reviews. You could go through all the reviews yourself. You could read the thousands of reviews. But when you take a before and after picture and use it, it's even though it's representative of someone's experience, I think it's inherently a little bit over the top. So as much as it might be totally honest, you're disagreeing with me.
Well, I don't know. I'm just listening. I think it's interesting. I always wondered why you didn't do it, but I think that, I think you want everybody to have their own experience, and I think by teaching us about the science and listening to testimonials, and then we get to be our own before and after, right?
And that's what I generally say, that it's all about, I could talk about all the clinical science and clinical experiments. You could read the reviews. I could read some reviews, and I'll read some in a little bit. I prefer reading the science, but it's really up to you to be another member of one of those studies. And again, this is not a product. As much as it contains natural plant-based ingredients that are specifically standardized, it's a serious product. Yeah. And in Europe, these ingredients are viewed as extremely serious ingredients. In fact, in Europe, they're recommended by prescription because they're used for treating things. Here, we're not treating anything. If we're treating anything, it's the human condition. We're treating the onset of time, the challenges that come with time, the ravages of aging, which, as we were talking about before, I've been on air doing this for 28 years. Time passes. We all don't look the same. We all don't feel the same. There's few systems and organs in our body that continue functioning the same over the course of our entire lifetime. So it's up to us. We don't just want to rely on the drug companies. And I know our doctors want us to partner with them and do our very best to support the various systems in our body to hopefully postpone whatever thing we might need to be dealing with. And certainly when we talk about this product, it makes things look better, which is I've learned with my healthy hair, skin, and nail product, is a priceless result. But it makes us feel better in a way that we talked about before, the benefit of the benefit. When your legs feel better, you just feel better. You're more energetic. You do more things. You engage more fully in life. It changes our attitude. When our legs feel heavy or uncomfortable or agitated or nervous, it just isn't a good way to move through life. We carry it with us all the time, and those are supposedly our legs are what's supposedly carrying us. So again, as I call this always, it's an opportunity. That's all I bring. I bring opportunities, I bring information, and in most cases, when I bring information, I bring an opportunity to perhaps try someone else's product, because the information I provide might help you find something a little, that could work for you in a supermarket, discount store, whatever, that might not be as good as mine, but it's similar. So at least it gets you into that domain, into that area, making a difference. And this product, unfortunately, I'm not aware of a single product like it anywhere in the world. So there's no product put together like this to deliver the benefits we're talking about here. So as I often say with my omega-3s, just look for a high DHA omega-3 that's environmentally harvested, that doesn't have a fishy aftertaste, in a small capsule. I could go through the list. I've looked and looked and looked. You won't find another product produced like this product that can deliver the results as reliably as this product.
Here we go. And I know we're going to be putting a clock up. We have another today's special we want to chat about after we're done talking about circulation and vein support. We'll be talking about turmeric. But I do want to mention, in case you are just stopping in, this is a little treat you give yourself. Try it. See the difference it can make. I've been taking this product for over 20 years. This is a remarkable product. My mother's in her mid-80s. She takes this every day. My husband is in his 60s. He takes this every day. I'm old and I take it every day also. And I honestly have to tell you, I would not be without it. Not only do my legs feel better, they look better. They look better. So if you start taking this now, by springtime, if you want to be able to wear a sundress, if you've been avoiding dresses because you don't like the way your legs look, get going on this, because read the reviews. Women say over and over and over again, their legs look prettier again. The appearance of the veins are diminished, that their legs are more toned because they're not swollen, because the veins are healthier. And when that venous tissue is healthier, your legs are going to look better and slimmer and trimmer and healthier. So it just makes great sense across the board. Whatever your reason is for trying it, I hope you do it today, because the value is huge. I mean, you figure $129, that's going to last you the whole year if you get the big one. You take 2 of these a day. So that largest one, you're saving $120. So that, if you divide that up over 12 months, that's a little over what?
It's basically $10 a month.
It's $10 a month.
What's amazing, it's a little over 30 cents a day.
Right.
So even if you look at that, a little over 30 cents a day, it's a little over a couple of dollars a week.
Right.
A cup of coffee, I mean, one of those fancy coffees is $5 or $6. You're talking about that cup of coffee is the equivalent of 2 or 3 weeks of this product. Exactly. This product used to be much more expensive. It's more beneficial today. It's more comprehensive today. It's higher potency today. And it's more affordable. So when you think in the context of a bottle of water is, what, a couple of dollars or $1 at least, more than $1.
Yeah.
That's a week. Basically of using this product. So it's incredibly affordable, and don't let the affordability mislead you. It's incredibly effective. And I just wanted to read some reviews, because if you get a chance, really go to hsn.com. It's so exciting to read the reviews on this product at hsn.com. And again, I'd say on this product, the 4- and 5-star reviews, are over 90% of the reviews are 4- and 5-star reviews.
Right.
Over 80% are 5-star reviews.
That's right.
For a product that comes with an enormous promise. And what you generally read is how quickly it worked. It's usually surprise about how quickly it works, and surprise or more astounded at how well it works, referring to it as a miracle or amazing. Not typically words that are ascribed to a vitamin product.
Right, and that's it. It's not a drug. That's the beauty and the benefit, is that all of these products we talk about, these are natural ingredients. This is not taking a drug. So that's why it's kind of risk-free. Get it home, try it, show it to your doctor. If you have any questions about it, doctors love to see that we're taking care of ourselves. We're doing what we can to be healthier. And that is one product, show it to your doctor. I mean, I think anybody who reads that ingredient tag is going to be really impressed. But the best part are the results you're going to receive. So if you want to just feel better for the new year, you want to be able to be more active for the new year, and you are getting over the stumbling block of just if your legs feel like lead, if they feel heavy, And again, a lot of people are dealing with that on a daily basis.
And legs that feel like they just can't quit. This is an opportunity. Again, it's not a drug or not a medicine of any kind. All it does is support healthy circulation in our veins. And as I said before, we typically focus on our arteries because that's getting the blood and nutrients and oxygen where they're going. We don't really think about the veins. We do think about veins from a vanity standpoint in our legs, which this absolutely helps in that area. But we don't think about the veins in terms of discomfort, because the veins are how that blood exits. And the ability for that blood to exit properly, to get out from where it is and do so efficiently, that's the comfort and quality of the circulation in our legs. That's the key, and that's what suffers with time. That's what suffers with overweight or obesity. That's what suffers with many of the medications we take or other health issues we might have. So almost all the health issues contribute to greater challenges in the circulation of our legs when we think about things that are cardiovascular in nature, like say type 2 diabetes, when we talk about metabolic syndrome, when we talk about hypertension. These are things that challenge the circulation throughout our body and of course the circulation in our extremities. But let's read some reviews quickly before we run along.
Okay.
We have so many great ones and I've read so few over the course of the day. Very pleased. I just started taking the capsules and I can feel a difference in my legs already.
Nice.
A coworker had advised me to give the product a chance. I'm so pleased with how fast it's working. There was a time when getting out of bed was such a struggle and uncomfortable. I've decided to buy this monthly.
Very nice.
Great.
I love that.
I've been using this product for a few years and it definitely makes a difference in how my legs look and feel. The achy feeling at the end of the day is less or gone. My veins are less noticeable. I would recommend, from Marnie in Ohio. Still shocked by the results. For months, I've been struggling with heavy, achy, tired, and swollen legs and feet. My ankles looked like sausages at the end of the day, every day. It had gotten to the point where the only relief I got was wearing those awful compression stockings. I would elevate my feet twice a day and my husband would rub my feet and legs, but the swelling never completely subsided. I'm skeptical by nature when it comes to claims often made by supplement manufacturers, but I was intrigued by the amount of knowledge Andrew Lessman seems to have about each of his products. So I decided to give his product a try. Am I glad I did? I was eventually able to shed the stockings, and my 9-year-old grandson remarked, "Wow, Grammy, I can see the bones in your feet again."
Oh.
Wow. And
That was an amazing review.
Look how well written these are.
But that was wonderful for her to take the time and share all of that.
No, to see how it can interfere with our life, our circulation, and what a difference this can make. New legs. I'm 61 years old and have a lot of leg discomfort. I've only been using this product for 1 week, but I have noticed a marked difference. I still have leg discomfort, but this is due to back issues. I also get restless legs, and this has helped. The most noticeable change so far is the appearance of my legs and hands. I have large veins that are puffy on my hands and top of my feet. I can't believe these puffy veins have decreased significantly in just a week. If this continues, I will never be without this product. I hope this helps someone make the decision to give this a try. I'm anxious to see what continual use will do. My terrible legs are an embarrassment, and this is doing something to their appearance. It must be doing good internally. From Patty in Pennsylvania.
That was so nice for her to share that, Patty. Thank you.
Nothing but the truth. I sit all day long, and even though I try to get up and move around, sometimes I just wasn't able to. My legs by the end of the day felt like 2 big pieces of dead wood. I started taking only 1 capsule per day, and in 3 days, I felt a difference.
Wow.
It's 2 capsules daily.
Yep.
I've been taking them for 6 days now, and I feel like a new person.
Wow.
Thanks, Andrew. I'm so happy I tried them. We'll do one more.
6 days.
Yeah. It works quickly. 30 days is ample time to see a difference. Great help. I've been wearing compression socks every day. I find that these capsules help my legs with swelling. Cramping has also been almost eliminated. I notice a difference if I do not take them. I take 1 in the AM and another in the PM instead of 2 at a time. Maybe we'll do 1 more.
Okay.
Difference maker. This product makes such a difference in the way my lower extremities feel. As a senior citizen, I've been suffering with poor circulation for some time now. When I take these capsules just before bedtime, I can get a good night's sleep, no more restless leg syndrome, discomfort, or cramps. This product is a godsend. Thank you, Andrew, from Sasha in Massachusetts.
See there? And that's just a snippet of the thousands of excellent reviews, perfect reviews on this product. And all you have to do is call us and try it. You can do 1 flex payment. The largest one is on 5 flex pay. You call us, Order it now, try it, you have 30 days. You will notice a difference in well under 30 days. You will notice a difference when you take this product. I'm excited for you to try it because, and it's interesting, a lot of people say the same thing. They really realize the difference when they stop taking it, when you run out. And then a week or two later, it's like, oh, my legs are getting swollen again. Or, oh, my legs are feeling heavy again or tired. My feet are swollen, my ankles are swollen. And that's what happens. When you stop taking it is when those things come back. So it's important that it's like going to the gym. You have to keep going. This is a product, in order to achieve the benefits, you have to keep taking it. So that's why if you can do the largest one, that's the best way to go. But it's completely up to you. Maybe you want to do the small try me to see if it works for you. We're confident that it will. But if you do the largest one, that is where you're going to make the biggest impact for yourself. That's where you're really going to be able to continue to do it for a full entire year. And then you can feel rest assured that next year in January, Andrew will bring this back at another Today's Special best value. And that's why it's a way we can all plan and budget. We know that I buy it once, it's gonna last a year, and then next year I'm gonna restock it, and then I have to think about it again for another year. It's great.
And this is, and again, we do that like clockwork.
Yeah.
We've done that every year for 20 years. It's been a Today's Special in January. So it's an opportunity to plan it and to really get the most efficient pricing. Because we have special pricing throughout the year, but it doesn't come close to the pricing we have now. And the special pricing is today, you're getting basically buy one, get one free.
I forgot to mention something.
Yes.
If you get the largest one in the circulation and vein support, and if you order the largest bottle of the turmeric, we will take $10 off that purchase. I forgot to mention that,
so
I'm sorry.
Effectively, this then becomes less than $10 a month.
Exactly.
Which means it's really, literally, as I was saying before, it's about a little bit over 30 cents a day, taking 2 capsules a day. Some people take 1 capsule and swear by it and love it. It really is a 2 capsule a day product to get the maximum benefits, the benefits as the research talks about the benefits, because we combine all these different ingredients. Some people think they can get away with 1 capsule a day and they love the benefits, but it really is to maximize and optimize your benefits. It's 2 capsules a day. But even at 2 capsules per day, that ends up being about $10 per month.
That's right.
And at $10 a month, and again, remember, there was no shipping and handling at all.
Nope,
so
free.
at $10 a month, I mean, it just becomes incredibly affordable to think about the benefits we're talking about here, the quality of the ingredients, the cost of the ingredients, to think that you can get and embrace these kinds of benefits and have this kind of opportunity. And it's no risk to you. If it works, you're never going to want to go a day without it. If it doesn't work, you send it back to me, and there's a complete, no questions asked, refund.
That's it. I mean, that's why it's a perfect time to do it. We're so glad you found us and you're watching our show on a Sunday afternoon. If you're just stopping by, you might be out and about later today, so this is your chance to stock up. It's a holiday tomorrow. A lot of you will be off work tomorrow. It's Martin Luther King's birthday. So if you're off tomorrow, then you might have a long weekend underway here. Wouldn't this be just if you place the order, you know you have this great thing coming home to you. You know you have something that's going to make you feel better coming home to you. It's just the nicest gift you give yourself for the new year. We all want to be more active. We all want to be healthier. Andrew always says the old saying, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would take better care of myself. We all want to live long, happy lives. The problem is a long life, if you can't be active, exactly. If you can't be active, if you can't do the things you love to do, you're not living the quality of life that you could. And this is one small thing. It's such a small little thing you do, a small little investment now to see those dividends that will pay off in the future for you.
And aging is, it's probably a word that not many people use. It's kind of a pernicious thing. It's kind of a sneaky thing. It just sneaks up on us over time. And
Sure
maybe
does.
because of the way it sneaks up, we tolerate its consequences. We accept its consequences. As I often say, we throw up our arms and we just figure that's the way it is. The way it's the way, you know, we're just going to feel at the end of the day like we've got 2 pieces, as some reviews said, like we have 2 pieces, 2 weights, or 2 pieces of wood, or 2 sausages attached to our body, that it's just that our legs are so heavy and unattractive, and there's no difference. And when we load them into bed, they feel heavy in bed. They don't want to go to sleep. They cramp, whatever it might be. The circulation, there's no question that the circulation in our extremities is challenged. Even among the most healthy of us, it's more challenged in our legs than otherwise, for the specific reason we stand upright, or we sit too much, we stand too much, but gravity wants to hold that all that blood we pump down there, and then the only way it gets back up is by being pushed from behind. That's a lot of work that we rely on those veins to make sure that blood is transmitted back up to our vital organs, to our heart, our lungs, to be reoxygenated. So it's up to us whether we accept the consequences, whether they be unattractive veins that we don't like the way they look as we've gotten older, or the tissues enlarging, swollen ankles and feet and calves that are uncomfortable in our shoes or uncomfortable at work. It's a question whether we want to take an opportunity to make a difference. Again, it's not a drug, it's not a medicine. All it could do is support the role that these blood vessels have and that get challenged over time.
All right, we are going to wrap this up because we have another Today Special we want to chat about briefly. We only have about 10 minutes left in our show.
Yes.
So thank you very much. If you are waiting to speak with someone, be patient. We'll get somebody with you in a second, or log on to hsn.com and we will get you all set up with your circulation and vein support. But before we sign off for the afternoon, until Andrew's back tonight with Adam at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have one more we want to talk about. Love that you do 2 Today Specials when you can, because it's just big extra savings on our favorite products. Now we're going to talk turmeric. And every time you come, you have something new to share with us about turmeric, which is one of the cool things about this ingredient, is that it was something that wasn't talked about for a long time, even though it's been around for thousands of years, right? But the key is
it's been around for millions of years, technically.
Exactly, well, good point. But in terms of use in diet and use, right?
Humans, in traditional medicine in India, and as we talked about before, it was the color of Buddhist and Hindu robes, that pretty orange color, that's turmeric.
Yeah.
So it's traditional medicine in India. It's been one of the most respected ingredients in traditional medicine in Asia and India for more than 1,000 years. And now Western science has embraced it. No better way of saying it than they've embraced it with a vengeance. When I just look at the research that's been rolling in just in the last 6 months to a year, it's incredible. And research on the digestive system, research on the liver, on the brain, on everything from the way our eyes function and the way our eyes might age, that the protective compounds in turmeric, the curcuminoids, can play a remarkable role throughout our body. And of course, the principal benefit we focus on when it comes to turmeric, and have for over 20 years, has been its soothing role. Its soothing role in terms of our joints. That's where it's really been targeted most.
Here we go. I want to show you what the choices are real quickly here, because for the Today Special, obviously you're getting the best value of the entire year on this product, and you decide if you want a 30, a 60, a 120, a 240, or a 360. Note, for $99.90, you're saving almost as much as you're spending. We're taking $90 off the 360. You take one a day, clearly that is a 1-year supply. So you decide the size you'd like to order. The largest size is outselling the others 4-to-1. And last we checked, we were down to the final, we were down into the hundreds on the large one. So I am hoping that they've added more into the system here, because this large one is getting very, very limited at this point. So you decide the size you'd like us to send you, and we would love to get it home to you so you can start experiencing the wonderful and remarkable benefits of turmeric. It is fun now to, if those of us who are taking it, it's fun because I see it, it's a buzzword now. If you read a health journal or watch a health show, they talk about turmeric. It's something that is more and more, people are excited about it. But I think, as you said, Andrew, you've been making this product for decades, way before it was cool to do it. You did it because you knew that there were great health benefits here.
We started over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And today it's far more sophisticated than it was, say, 25 years ago. But it's because we focus on the research and the science. Turmeric was nothing new to me. The biggest thing we had to figure out, and we've gotten better and better at it over time, and now I think we can't get any better at it, was making turmeric bioavailable, making turmeric absorbable. So turmeric is great to color clothes. It's great to color food. It's great to include in food and get the benefits when you include it in food, because when you cook it with food, it naturally complexes with fat. And when you naturally complex it with fat, that's when turmeric's benefits become available to you. So what we did with our turmeric is we naturally complexed it with fat. We effectively, at low temperature, naturally cooked it with phosphatidylcholine, PC lecithin. So actually, and not soy lecithin either. So you get the phospholipids that you seek. You get the phosphatidylcholine, that's the most important component in our liver, most important phospholipid in our brain. You get that with this product, and that's what makes this product bioavailable bioavailable. And not a little more bioavailable, but 30 times more bioavailable. And there's another choice to improve bioavailability that I had. I could make either choice, was either using phospholipids to enhance naturally the absorption of turmeric, or to combine it with black pepper, black piperine. And by doing so, it enhances the absorption of turmeric as well, but it can also have an impact on the absorption and metabolism of certain drugs. And that's just somewhere I didn't want to go, and I didn't have to warn about that or anything. So we chose what I thought was the best and most natural route. I left that other route to others. So we have chosen the route that delivers the turmeric at the levels that deliver the benefits you seek to your joints and other systems in your body, but without having to worry about any other consequences.
There we go. And as we come down to the final few minutes here, if you want the largest size at this stage of the game, there's 1,500 left. You may be able to get more later for the final show, but right now, if you call or log on, this is outselling the other choices 4-1. So the largest one is here. If you'd like to get it, I would definitely recommend that you do that. And the best part about all of this, and you heard what Andrew said, you could be buying turmeric elsewhere. You could be taking another turmeric product and not be getting the benefits because of the way the ingredient that is not easy to absorb is being delivered. The fact that Andrew takes the time, creates a formula that will make our bodies be able to absorb these wonderful ingredients and nutrients, that's what we want. So seriously, you know, that's the bottom line. Somebody could be taking turmeric and it's not non-absorbable and they're not getting the benefits of it, right?
Well, that's unfortunately with the majority of turmeric. A lot of folks, I see them take turmeric and like turmeric root and throw it in a smoothie or things like that and have it in like a little juice or something like they would with ginger. And yes, it's better than nothing, but you're getting a fraction of the absorption that you would desire, because unfortunately those curcuminoids, they're really poorly absorbed, and what little is absorbed is rapidly cleared. So what you want to do is get it really effectively absorbed to make up for the fact that it's really rapidly cleared. There's only a couple of ways that I've seen are effective, natural ways to do it. One way, as I said, the way we do it, using phospholipids to do that, phospholipids are beneficial, is one way to do it. The other way is to use another extract of a black pepper spice, which comes with other consequences that I'm not interested in kind of going across that line. So I'd rather not have to give you warnings about medications you might be taking with my product until you show it to your doctor. You have not a care in the world, not a worry in the world. But as much as we've talked about this, I haven't read a single review.
Oh my goodness.
The reviews are incredible. I've read the science a number of times and the science is compelling, but just a couple of reviews here. Okay. And I think most of the reviews talk about joints, talk about the soothing impact on joints, and this is not a pain reliever. This is not designed to be an anti-inflammatory drug, but it exerts a supportive, soothing effect on our joints.
Got it.
One of the best. I love this product. It has made such a change in my life. 2 months ago, I needed a walker to get out of bed in the morning. Now I do not, and I can get around much easier. I know it is not a cure for my joint discomfort, but it has made my life much better. I highly recommend. What could it hurt? From Caddy in Maine. Nice. Thank you, Andrew Lessman. I love this product. I've been experiencing discomfort in my wrist. I take 4 capsules in the AM and PM and can function without discomfort at all. It's harmless to take more than the recommended dose, which is 1 or 2 capsules daily. Okay. But you don't really need to take 4 capsules daily unless your doctor recommends. Driving, carrying groceries, playing cards, and doing things on the computer, which were impossible before, are now doable. Thanks to Andrew Lessman. Thank you. Barbie in Michigan. Thank you, Barbie. Forgotten treasure. I had added the turmeric 400 to my regimen and was happy with it. However, when I ran out, I just forgot to reorder. I saw it during one of Andrew's presentations the last time he was on and thought to order it. I started taking it on Wednesday, expecting to notice something within a month or so. To my great pleasure, by just Friday, 3 days, I suddenly started feeling better with less discomfort, and these wonderful benefits have continued. Thank you, Andrew.
Isn't that nice? I mean, that's just a snippet. This is out of a perfect 5-star, this is an average 4.5 stars.
And even if you want something to support liver detoxification, support the health of your liver, support the general health of your digestive tract, because remember, turmeric is not a hot spice. This is not a pepper spice. This is not a hot, irritating spice. Turmeric is a gentle spice. We substitute it in almost everything. When Muriel makes, say, an egg white frittata at home or an egg white omelet, she puts turmeric, oh, there's a picture of it. Ooh. She puts turmeric in it. That yellow color, that yellow color is not from egg yellow, from egg yolk.
No kidding.
That yellow color, so it's cholesterol free. Yeah. That yellow color comes from
So that was an egg
turmeric.
white frittata.
That was an egg white
like
frittata
it had
with,
the yolks in it.
with turmeric as coloring. So turmeric is incredibly versatile as a spice, and it's incredibly powerful in terms of health benefits. I think in terms of botanicals, as many important botanicals as there might be, and so many drugs are derived from botanicals, and this is not a drug or medicine, it's hard to think of a botanical that exerts a more powerful recipe or menu of benefits that we could choose from than turmeric.
Here we go. Okay, we are going to be wrapping it up for now. Andrew will be back tonight with Adam at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the final 2 hours of the day.
Yes.
You are welcome to go to hsn.com, check out all of the great Andrew Lessman products, and keep ordering our today's specials. We're so happy you joined us. It's been a really fun show this afternoon. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you tomorrow night at midnight. The jacket I'm wearing is our today's special, Monday into Tuesday.
Very nice jacket.
Very excited.
Yes.
So I will see you all tomorrow night at midnight, but stay tuned because lovely Sarah's coming up next. I know she has some fun things planned for you. Andrew, we'll see you tonight.
See you tonight.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.
It's hard to watch and shop at the same time, but Rhonda Shear can do that.